I learned things I liked from certain manufacturers and things that I didn't like. I try to incorporate into the product those elements that I liked.
Congratulate you on your great designs.
Thank you very much.
It's amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Have you always been into faucets? Like, how does this start?
I actually have no background in design whatsoever.
Great.
I have no formal training, I should say. I started in the plumbing supply business.
Yeah.
And worked in it for 35 years from the showroom end of it.
Wow.
And the business, after 100 years, closed up, and I was looking for work. And I got together with this manufacturer in Buenos Aires, and we decided to create he wanted to be in the U.S. market, and I told him that there are too many middle-of-the-road products that you would have to compete with, and it would be very difficult to do. So and we couldn't compete on the low end because the Asian market is so strong and so inexpensive. I said, let's go to the top and let's create something that can rival anybody in the world. And I think we're almost there. Other than the marketing that we need, thanks to people like you.
Yeah, well, this is stuff I love, and getting the word out. So,
but there's a lot of because of my background and because I used to have to take returns from people and deal with problems of all the different manufacturers.
People try and return my videos that I do.
So I learned things I liked from certain manufacturers and things that I didn't like. I try to incorporate into the product those elements that I liked, those elements that I thought would make the product last longer, that would make the product easier to install, down to installation instructions, which I borrowed from IKEA concept of not having too many words, as Confucius say, one picture.
Right.
So, yeah, those little things, because if you go around the country, there are so many people that do the installation where English is their second language, and to create a booklet of all the different languages that the tradespeople speak around this country, I thought, try to make it IKEA, show a screwdriver in a hand, show the direction the hand is turning,
awesome.
You know. So
show the bottle of wine in the background as they're making it, putting it together.
Exactly. So that was some of the detail there. Even the polishing of our product, I think that's where we really shine. If you go around the industry and you look at a flat piece of brass that's been polished and plated in whatever finish, you'll see a mirror type finish, but it's really a funhouse mirror finish. You'll see distortion in the finish.
Right.
You know, it's not like you would use that mirror to shave in or put your makeup in. But if you look at our finish and look at your reflection in that.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. Faucet's nice too.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's perfect.
In fact, if you look at the reflection of this handle into the spout body, it gives you the optical illusion that you're looking at this handle on the other side right through it.
I love that.
So, other fine details. This aerator, for example. This aerator is manufactured by a company called Neopearl. Neopearl makes aerators for almost everybody in the world in the middle and upper middle range of product. So your Dornbrachs, your Hans Grohes, all the manufacturers use this manufacturer's aerators. This aerator was designed to go in a different direction than it is here. It was designed to go in this direction.
Oh.
Okay. And the reason I say that is when the manufacturer designed this aerator, in order to hold the aerator in place, the manufacturer says, I need a screw right here to hold it.
Oh.
In fact, I can show you some of the
And you
others.
can't do that, so you're going to mess up your
I
design.
mess up the design. And so we were looking for something that maybe put screws here to hold it in place, but we didn't have enough material. So we designed a sliding sleeve that once that gets removed, there's a tool that comes with it that allows you to pull the aerator out and soak it in vinegar to get the calcium off it and re-enter it into the faucet. There are a lot of details like that in our product. One of the other things I never liked in product, which I had throughout my showrooms, was when you go grab a handle and you operate it, and all of a sudden you feel a little wiggle in the handle.
It's like a table at the restaurant that's a little...
Exactly. And it bothered the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And so...
Are we both OCD?
Yeah, and dyslexic too.
Oh, okay. Well, you get the handles right then.
So, if you feel any of our handles, there's no shake.
Very sturdy.
There's no shake, and the shake is caused usually with there's a set screw somewhere that's holding it on a spindle, and the set screw has a tendency of loosening up a little bit, and pretty soon the handle's sitting on the counter, you know. So I wanted to avoid all those types of things. I wanted the product not only to be good looking, but have some substance behind it.
Of course.
That's the whole philosophy of the way I put the thing together. You're spending quite a bit of money for this type of product in relationship to going to a home center and buying a faucet for $30, $40, or $100.
Right.
This product is designed to be in that home till the design no longer fits the home, rather than the product is falling apart and I need to exchange it. You know.
What sort of price point on the range?
I would say in the price point of any one of our laboratory faucets, from the $800 to $1,400 price range, depending on the particular design and finishes. In fact, all our finishes, we use a PVD process. I don't know if you're familiar with PVD. It's a process.
Probably very difficult.
It's a process that's done to plating to make it more sturdy, more durable finish. At the same time, you're able to control metallic colors with this process. It's a very expensive machine, over $1 million a machine to zap these things with metallic elements to make the product a more durable product, and also to be able to offer products in the past that were always considered delicate, like gold-looking products or metallic, other metallics other than chrome. They had a tendency of being removed by the cleaning lady. Oh. And I said removed, not destroyed, but yes, destroyed. So this process gives the product the durability of, let's say, chrome, which is one of the most durable finishes on the market. And it also allows us to give a lifetime warranty to the initial owner, not only for the mechanical, but for the finish.
Wow, that's amazing. So much.
So when you invest $1,000 in our product, if you divide it by the possible 20 or 30 years that that product might be in a home, it's not that bad.
No, not at all. Wow. Joseph, I really like your collection here. It's been amazing getting the opportunity to chat with you.
Thank you for coming by. I really enjoyed this.
Awesome. Well, I'll see you around and good luck. So I'm here with Stephen, and I'm curious, what is the first design principle you guys look for when you make a piece of hardware or fixture?
Obviously, look at the current trends that are active in today's market. We're a company that's based out of the UK, so we've been in business for about 200 years, and we have a very large emphasis on export. So we've got a lot of different markets to try and cater to, and there's design trends that are different around the world.
Right.
So obviously we do a lot of research into various design trends, and we typically would tie our collections to significant periods of design and what's sort of current at the time. So we have collections that sort of cater to the Art Deco period, which is very significant. Right. Our new collection is the Bauhaus School of Design.
Powerhouse Ford.
Say again?
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse?
Is that what you said?
No, Bauhaus.
Bauhaus. Oh, yeah,
School of Design. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's just basically looking for what's current and what's trendy at the time, and really designing collections to cater to that.
That's awesome. So what's indicative of Bauhaus? Is it the kind of absorbing the light, kind of the darker tone?
With the Bauhaus sort of movement, it's sort of very clean lines, but it's also very industrial movement.
Right.
So with LMK, for example, we have two sides to the collection. We have a very industrial side, which has got all of this sort of knurling detail that you see, even the sort of the screw fixings on the plates.
Right.
And then we've got a very direct interpretation of Bauhaus, which is LMK Pure. So everything's very circular, it's a lot cleaner, It's sort of got a bit of a contemporary appeal to it. So yeah, features of Bauhaus are throughout both sides of the collection, really.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, moving from the Bauhaus, I like that, you know, obviously it depends on like what's the theme of the home,
Sure.
where it fits.
Yeah.
My personal is I like the chrome.
Okay.
Is it chrome?
Which one?
Over here.
No, that's our antique gold finish. So that what you're looking at there is actually 22 karat gold mixed with nickel. So you'll notice it's a very soft, warm gold finish.
Yep.
The nickel really softens the gold. It's not a harsh yellow gold.
Right.
So that's what you're looking at right there. It's 22 karat plated gold mixed with nickel.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, is that an expensive shower head?
That shower there, with it being also an exposed shower system, it's one of the more expensive products in our collection, because what you've got is you've got all of the valving makes up the decorative part of the product.
You make the function the form.
Right, exactly. So typically a concealed product would have the valve behind the wall. The beauty of an exposed system is it's all within the decorative part of the product.
Right.
So there's a lot of brass involved, obviously, which increases cost. And when you put finishes like antique gold on it, certainly makes one of our more expensive price finish.
It sure does.
Collections, yeah.
Wow. And so, is this, you guys focus exclusively on residential or just anyone? High-end hotels?
Our focus very much is high-end residential. We do get involved in some commercial projects, but typically it'd be boutique hotels.
Yep.
Sort of fewer rooms or luxury suites of larger high-end hotel groups.
Right.
We've done some nice projects across the world on that, but
Oh.
very much so in the US, I'd say about 90% of our business is high-end residential.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and so the last thing is, how much, like, what does it take to make this feel luxurious?
Yeah, that's a great question. And one of the things that stands out about Samuel Heath products is when people see them and feel them, they can feel the quality automatically.
Right.
I mean, when you turn this handle, it's just a very smooth action. The reason why is we control all of our own manufacturing. What that allows us to do is achieve quality at every stage of production. And that smooth action you feel there, why is it like that? Because it's because of the CNC machining that we do.
Yeah.
Everything fits perfectly together because it's such precise engineering and manufacturing. So it's just quality at every stage for us. And because we do all of our own manufacturing, we can really sort of focus on that and make sure it's as good as it possibly can be.
It's perfect, and it has to be because you want it to feel and operate as good as it looks.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's got to be a full package. I mean, one thing, you can make things look good, but we make products that last a lifetime.
Perfect.
And basically this is what that does, and everything that goes into it is for that purpose.
Wow. Well, on that note, to another 200 years for Samuel Heath.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, what's your name?
Meilon.
Meilon.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you. So, what I see here is soap, right?
Yeah, so these are our hand soaps. They're bigger, so they're formed for your fingertips. So if you get your hands wet and you rub them, they'll foam right up. So each of them have their own design, and it just brings some enjoyment to washing your hands.
It's amazing. I've never seen soap. Like, I feel like the world is not innovated past the square or the oval.
Yeah, well, that's how it was designed. It's like when you're a kid, you kind of want to work at a spot and see it wear down. So we decided to form them in these shapes. So it's just giving you the opportunity to have fun with your soap.
It's awesome. They look cool too.
Yeah, so there's 7 scents. Each one has its own design. So they're naturally colored. The lavender is coloring the pink, and then like the daily detox, this is all activated charcoal.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I look at these, and for me, I think gelato.
Everyone's saying chocolate, especially this is like
Stracciatella.
chocolate. Yeah, stracciatella is a good one actually. I don't know what people say for this. People think this is strawberry, vanilla. So it's true, they look very edible.
Which is, yeah. These are super cool though. I think it's cool to have in your house, and it's, you know, it kind of adds to your design. It does dual purpose. It's a form and function.
It's true, and it's like for bathrooms, people like to match like with their marble or their tile, depending on colors. So
now this is hand soap only, not body scrub, right?
it's not designed to rub on your body. Maybe
Right.
it's a bit spiky. So
Maybe you're trying to exfoliate, but yeah, otherwise no.
Exactly. Get in the spots that you can't get.
Cool, Milan. I really appreciate the tutorial. Thank you. Nice to meet you. You are Designer Doorware.
We're an Australian manufacturer of door hardware. We primarily manufacture in brass-based materials. That's how we get this beautiful range of finishes. We do manufacture as well as marine-grade stainless steel for entry poles and some pocket door hardware. We also manufacture in timber, or wood as we call it here in the U.S., American white oak, black walnut. This is our newest collection, bullet and stone, made out of concrete.
Concrete handle. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen a concrete handle. That's awesome.
It's pretty innovative. This is our Nikki collection. Different details. You can get up close. You can see we've got a couple of different edge details here.
Wow. Really get a handle on the situation with these.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. So, why brass?
Brass is the only way you can get all these natural shades of brass, which will patina naturally. A lot of the brass finishes you see out there are based over steel because it's easier and cheaper to manufacture in steel, but it's a faux finish basically. So it won't tarnish and age naturally. So all of these, like this, looked like a perfect mirrored finish 6 months ago. Now it starts to oxidize and tarnish. You can see some of its natural wear throughout. There's a couple of cabinet pulls over here that show they're maybe a couple years old. So this is what would naturally happen to brass. And this is what a lot of people are looking for right now. It's kind of like natural color. Along with blacks are super popular finishes right now as well.
So this is the distressed gene of handles.
It's natural and distressed. Exactly.
Very cool. So for you, by the way, one thing I want to point out, you said Australians call it timber and we call it wood?
Timber, yeah. So the joke goes, if you're in the forest and you chop down this tree, you don't hear anybody yelling, wood. It's timber, right?
True. Hey, you know what? That's a good point. I'm from Alaska, so we say timber all the
Oh,
time.
you do? All right. So yeah, but typically you don't hear the word timber in the U.S. at all.
Not, yeah. Yeah, now think about it, no.
Yeah, we also say weird things like joinery instead of cabinet pulls. In Australia, we say snib instead of thumb turn. You know, there's a lot of lingo going on.
There's so much. Now, is handle synonymous? If I say handle?
Yeah.
Okay. This is awesome stuff. Well, I appreciate you giving me a tutorial. Thanks, Jason.